Good morning and welcome back to the Bluayado channel. Let's see what the payments look like. We all know that we are changing to weekly payments now from Max. We got 42 different ETFs. All of these you can buy today and get paid on Friday. 42 options. And let's see what kind of payments we get considering we already got paid for Group A and Group B. So Group B literally just paid last week. I want to know what kind of payments we get on stuff like Nvidia. We just paid that out. We just paid out Pallady. But let's go. It's in alphabetical order. This is Group 2, the new Group 2 for weekly, which is every single stock, shorts and all, that Max has. First up is ABNY, which is Airbnb, is 0.22 per share, and that's a 29.21%. Okay, then we got AIYY. This is really cheap. I don't know what price it is, but it's really cheap. You got to get a lot of money out of this one if you pick up a lot of them. So 0.0903, that's a 56.11% on that one. AMDY. Oh, this is a good payment. Underlying securities AMD. AMD was doing really good, y'all. You guys know that. They got that OpenAI deal. 0.9502 for the week. This is pretty awesome. 125%. That's nice. That's pretty nice. AMZ. Underlying securities Amazon. 0.2550 per share. That's 30.63%. All right. Appley. Underlying securities Apple. 0.1760 per share. That's a 22.37% distribution. All right. Babu, Alibaba here. 0.1350. 13 cents on this one. 44.77%. All right. Then we got BRKC. That's Berkshire. B. 0.2859. That's 15.67%. All right. Then we got Coney. This is the one that was supposed to pay this week, and it's not looking so great. Coney is taking a hit right now. So Coinbase is the underlying security, 0.3462 per share. That's a 66.00% distribution. And then we got CRCO. This is a new one, Circle. All right. This is a pretty new stock itself. The underlying stock is IPO this year. So, yeah, internet, crypto internet company here. 2.4795, $2.47 here. 85.45% distribution rate. Crash, which is the inverse of Tesla. So short in Tesla on this one. 0.0879 per share. That's a 74.42% distribution. If this is 74%, this thing must be really low. So CVMY is Carvana. I should be looking for a new car next year. Maybe. Gonna let this one ride out for the end of the year here. 1.3324. $1.33. 46.33% distribution rate. Alrighty then. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Then we got Dips, which is the short of Nvidia. 5 cents on this one. 0.0588 per share. That's a 52.14%. 52% on 5 cents. This must be really low too. Gotta be under $2 for this one. Deso, which is Disney, 0.1736 per share. You do better on this than you do on the actual stock. Disney only pays you once or twice a year, I think. Dividend. It's not a quarterly. It's one of those either once a year or twice a year distribution. So getting the ETF is better than holding the underlying stock for dividend payments. Growth wise, though, Disney is doing good. 23.40% on this one. Dre, which is DraftKings. Super Bowl is coming up. Couple of months. 1.5354 per share. That's 52.59% distribution rate. FBY, which is Meta. Oh, that's cheap. Is this one that paid recently? This might be one that paid within the last 2 weeks, I think. 0.0954 per share. That's 33.03%. We're getting there, guys. We're in F's. I don't know how far down we are. We've still got a couple more to go. Fiat, which is a short of Coinbase. Coinbase didn't pay that much itself, so I mean Coney. So 11 cents on this one, 0.118 per share. That's a 55.21% distribution rate. GDXY. I just picked this one up last week when it paid $1. So gold miners here, 0.1134, which is a good payment considering it just paid $1. So 34.29%. Gaming, which is GameStop underlying security. This is a pretty new one. 2.2391 per share. That's a 59.32% distribution. So 223 for that one. GUI underlying security is Google L. 0.1635 per share. 31.08% distribution rate. This is a new one too. HIYY, which is HIMS. That's that weight loss and hair recovery injections or pills right there. 2.06 commercials all the time. So I could probably do a commercial ad for these guys. See the commercials all the time. 2.0632 per share. So this is another new one. Paying $2 here for the week. 74.43% on this one. All right. Oh, Hui is still paying good. This must be what it was supposed to pay. This can't be a normal weekly payment. This is probably what was saved up in there. If this is every week, then wow, I'm about to buy some more of these. But yeah, I think this might be what was due to pay, or something like that. 5.95, still phenomenal security here. Hui, which is Robinhood coverage. I noticed Robinhood coverage everywhere is good. Robinhood coverage from Roundhill is also good too. So 5.9472 a share here for the week. It still can pay you more next week. Okay, even if it's 50 cents, it still can pay you more next week, and it's paying you 5.94 this week. So wow, 106.57% on Hui, which is Robinhood coverage. We're still going. JPMO, which is JP Morgan, 0.0571, 18% on that one. Marrow, that just paid also. So Marrow, which is Marathon, 30 cents still. You still got 30 cents that it just paid. 0.3040 per share, 79.27%. Murni, which is Murdana, 2 cents on this one. All right, 0.0221. I looked last week. This was $1 and change, so getting 2 cents. Yeah, so it's okay. 68.86% distribution on that one. MSFO Microsoft is 0.2715 per share. That's a 20.29% distribution rate. Misty, weekly payment on Misty, guys. Drum roll, please. Clapping for that. 60 cents for the week. This is good. 0.6074 per share. Misty is dropping like crazy. I saw like $12 yesterday. So 12 and change. It's under 13 bucks right now a share. So that's an 80.27% distribution rate on Misty. Then we got NFLY, which is Netflix coverage. 0.3876 per share, 30.62% distribution rate. And then this is what I wanted to look at. So you still got 10 cents on this. So MVDY literally just paid you on Friday, okay? And it's still paying you 10 cents. It paid you 79 cents on Friday, and now you get 10 cents again. So 0.1094 for this one. 36.62% distribution rate. OARC, ARC Innovations, 0.2137 per share, 21 cents, 61.82%. Plady also just paid you $3. So now they gave you 74. Wow. Plady, which is Planeteer, literally just paid you Friday also. So 0.7407. 74 cents on that one. 62.46%. Awesome. PYPY, PayPal, 0.2825. 28 cents, 34.29%. Robele, which is Roblox, it's paying your dollar here. 1.0524, 54.41%. Nicely done. Um, yeah, nice. This is nice. So Roblox, $1.05. RDYY, which is Reddit coverage. It's an asterisk here. Got to read the bottom later. I know what that means, but yeah, Reddit, $1.42. 1.4261 per share, $1.42, 89.21%. Wow, this just paid too, right? SMCY. Super Microcomputers still gave you 80 cents this week. That's really nice. 0.8090, 84.36%. Snowy, which is Snowflake, 0.3875 per share, 38 cents here, 65.85% distribution rate. Tesla, what did it pay you? Group A paid you 80 cents, I think. Tesla, underlying security is Tesla, is 0.1938 per share, and that's 60.17%. Awesome. TSMY is Taiwan Semiconductors, is 0.2289 per share, and that's a 35.32% distribution rate. Winter, which is a short of MicroStrategy, is a dose. It's pretty good. 1.4679 for the week here. That's a 79.91% distribution rate. All right, we almost got the end now. We almost made it. It's a lot. It's a lot to get through. XOMO is Exxon Mobil is 0.903. So 9 cents for this, and that's a 20.03% distribution rate. XYZ, underlying security is XYZ, former Square, is 0.2181 per share. That's a 41.03% distribution rate. Then we got YBit, which is a Bitcoin one, is 0.2446 per share, and that's a 67.45% distribution rate. And lastly is YQQQ, which is a shorter NASDAQ. That's 0.1260, and that's 16.65% distribution rate. Again, you can buy any of these today, any of these 42 now weekly pairs. There's a lot of stuff in here for $2, but the main one is Hui. Hui is paying you $5.94 this week for a 106.57% distribution rate. Scammy paying you $2. HIYY paying you $2. But the main one is definitely Hui, which is Robinhood coverage. So check that out. It's a couple of decent ones in here. Also, this new one from Circles paying you $2.47. So it's some pretty high ones in here. If you want to get at it, get at it, get at it, get at it. Just gonna go through it one more time here. I'm gonna go see what the asterisks mean. What does this asterisk mean? They put some language on the bottom here for you again. X date is tomorrow. Payday is the 17th. This is distribution date. You could buy any of these 42 securities in Yield Max Group 2 today and get paid on Friday. Okay, but we got some language down here. What does this mean? Distributions for Group 2 funds declared on October 15th were calculated by prorating investment activity over the relevant weeks for each group. Oh, so they're still looking at the groups. Okay. All right, so that makes sense. Because considering it is paid Group B only had 1 week worth of activity. Group A, which was, Tesla, had 2 weeks worth of activity. Group D, which was coming up, Misty, had 3 weeks of activity. And Group C, which, the headline of that is Coney, had 4 weeks of activity. So this is how they base the distributions they're saying. So that's important. So yeah, I don't see a reason for the star on the Reddit one. Did I get to it? Did I get to it? Okay. Oh, here it goes. Inception date for RDYY is September 8th. Okay, so it didn't have a whole month worth of activity, is what they're saying. All right, so that's the asterisk sign. All right, so while we're in Yield Max, let's get the ones that came out yesterday. This is a Yield Max day. We're starting off with Yield Max stuff today instead of the other way around. Normally I do Yield Max last, but now this is what everybody came for, I know. So I'm not going to hold you back. Yield Max, what's the one? Yeah, Tuesday. This is group 1. You had to buy these yesterday to get paid on Thursday the 16th, which is tomorrow. So these are the ones in Group 1 that came out yesterday. Let's see what we look like. This list is a lot shorter. So that's good for us. This list is a lot shorter. So these are the normal weekly ones plus feet and 5e. Wait a minute. What kind of nonsense is this? Why is feet and 5e zero? Are you saying we're not getting a payment this month? Or this week? That's kind of ignorant. Turned it to weekly and didn't give you a payment? It probably has some language on this. Let's see that. Is it something written here on the bottom? Because how you made it weekly and didn't pay you anything at all? What is it saying? Anything? Investors in the funds will not have rights to receive dividends or other distributions with respect to the underlying references. Yield Max ETFs shown in the table above, except YMAG, YMAX, Y Feet 5 and Ulti have a gross expense ratio. Okay, that's something different. Distributions are not guaranteed. That's all they write here? You didn't say anything specific against Feet and 5e? Why you didn't pay us anything? Well, okay, I don't see anything specifically written. I just see the expense ratio of why they didn't pay you anything at all for Feet and 5e here. Somebody else knows something else, let me know in the comments because I don't see anything saying why you would get a zero payment for Feet and 5e this week. But anyway, let's go. Let's keep going. Chippy is the semiconductor ETF is 0.4066 per share. That's a 37% distribution rate. Feet is zero for some reason this week. And 5e, again, the Dorsey Wright ones here are not paying anything this week. GPTY AI and Tech ETF is paying 0.3144 per share. That's a 34.20% distribution rate. LFGY, the crypto and tech one, is paying 0.5831 per share. This is really good. 80.41% distribution rate. That's nice. QDTY, which is NASDAQ coverage, is paying 24.57, 0.2457 per share. That's a 28.52% distribution rate. RDTY, Russell 2000 coverage, is paying 0.2641 per share. Nice. That's a 30.83% distribution rate. SDTY, which is S&P 500 coverage, is paying 0.1407. 14 cents on this one. That's 16.22%. SLTY, ultra short, is paying 0.4610. 46 cents on this one. That's 60.93% distribution rate. What else we got? Ultra is paying 0.0908 per share. 9 cents on this one. 87.10% distribution rate. Magnificent 7. Nice. 20 cents. 0.2009 per share. 68.12% distribution rate. Max, which is everything, is nicely 17 cents this week. 0.1743 per share on that one. That's a 71.49% distribution rate. So this is group one in the new setup weeklies. But for some reason here, we didn't get paid anything at all for the Dorsey Wright ones. And did we get paid already for the month on Dorsey Wright? I gotta look that up. I don't think we did. We only had 2 weeks. Did we pay Feet and 5e last week? I don't remember. I'll look it up later. But yeah, we didn't get anything this week. Even stuff paid 2 cents on group 2. Didn't pay you anything at all for this. Seems a little wrong. But all right, that's Yield Max. So we did Yield Max first this week on the declarations. Now it's a whole bunch of other stuff to get to for everybody who holds everything else except for Yield Max. So we also have the new bi-weekly and the leverage one. And that's MST came out yesterday. And they add the new lightning spread on this one too. So which is good for us. So AMD, which you know did awesome. This is the leverage and income ETFs from Defiance we're going through now. So AMDU, which is AMD coverage, is 0.5757 per share. That's good. I bought into this one. Then we got ETHI, which is Ethereum coverage, is 0.2323 per share. Okay, then we got HIMI, which is HIM's coverage, is 0.4616 per share. That's pretty good. Hui, again, this Robinhood coverage here is 0.3358 per share. MST MicroStrategy coverage is 0.1212 per share. 12 cents on this one. PLT, which is Planeteer coverage, is 0.2691 per share. SMCC is Supermicro Computer coverage is 0.3710 per share. And now the new bi-weekly one here on the bottom, still paying 19 cents. So 19 cents, it's a little bit down in the decimal places, but it's still 19 cents. So QLDY Lightning Spread bi-weekly payment here from Defiance is still 0.1925. And this is just the first payment. They still have another payment within this week. So this is the first payment for the week here. This one. All right. So that's how you do it. Still got one more to go. Awesome. Bi-weekly payers seems amazing to me. But let's not get greedy. We just got weekly payers for everything. Let's not get greedy, guys. Let's not get greedy. Also, we had WePay. What did that come out as? WePay still came out on Monday, even though it was a holiday. All right. So nicely done. It did pay really well. So again, this This pays today. So this announcement came out on Monday. So, right. We paid a universe of all those 15 Roundhill weekly payers right there. Ticker WPAY is paying 0.856935 for the week. Again, this came out on Monday. You had to buy this on Monday to get paid today. So this came out on Monday. What else came out on Monday? Rec Shares came out on Monday. What did Rec Shares do? Rec Shares. Rec Shares came out on 13th at 6 o'clock in the evening. It's a holiday. Regardless, you can do anything. Again, this is going to pay today. Came out on Monday. Had to buy these on Monday. So MVII, which is NVIDIA coverage, is 0.2645 per share. That's a 44.10% distribution rate. Then we got TSII. Oh, this is a good payment this week. 0.4857 per share. That's a 93.43% distribution rate. That's pretty awesome. MSII can't come out of it. 0.0850, 8 cents on this one, 26.06% distribution rate. And lastly, we got COII, which is Coinbase coverage, is down again, 0.1172 per share, and that's a 24.51% distribution rate. You can't do anything about that. Then we have KURV. Oh, this came out yesterday. This is still monthly. So you would have had to buy this on Tuesday when this came out to get paid on Thursday. So this week for week 2 in October distributions, we got MSFY, which is Microsoft coverage. Oh, this is a good payment for Microsoft. 0.650, 65 cents on this one. That's pretty good. And then we got AMZP, which is Amazon coverage. It's 50 cents for the month here. These are looking pretty good from KURV. KURV is decent too. You don't get that much NAV erosion on KURV either. Still monthly though. They just split it out in weeks like how, Yilmax used to be with group A, B, and C, D. So, but yeah, this is week 2 from KURV. This payment is really good for Microsoft. 65 cents. It's nice. All right. Then we got to go and find the ones we need here, which is Global X. Going to find ticker BCCC, which is Bitcoin coverage from Global X. Weekly pair here. Bitcoin covered calls. Dividend history. Okay, so it's 20 cents. What's that? X date was 10/14. Payday is 10/16. Paying on Thursday. 0.205300 per share. So this is paying tomorrow 20 cents. It was 20 cents last week, 20 cents this week. Looking good. 20 cents for the week here. Nice. What's another one we need here? We need X funds. BLX. Nicholas Crypto Income Fund. Survey says it's going for $26 on the NAV. What do we got? What do we got? It's high. Wow, is this one of the highest ones? I think. Yeah, it's getting higher. This payment is getting higher, which is good. So X date was 10/10. Pay date was 10/14. So it paid Tuesday. It normally pays on Mondays, but it paid on Tuesday obviously because of the holiday. So 0.1841 this week for BLOX Nicholas Crypto Fund. I like the way this is going. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. Nice. What's the NAV on this? $26? Awesome. So that's those two. What else are we missing? Roundhill crypto. We're missing Roundhill crypto and Roundhill index. Roundhill crypto came out yesterday. All right, so you had to buy these yesterday to get paid tomorrow, Thursday. X date 10/15, pay date 10/16 tomorrow. So YBTC is 0.388861 per share. Okay, that's a decent payment actually. And then YETH is 0.348896 per share. So that's good also. Two good payments. And YETH is like half the price of YBTC. But yeah, so there you go. Pick up some, pick up some. Those are really good payments. YBTC and YETH from Roundhill. Then we also had, we're up to Roundhill for today, this morning at 7 o'clock, which is the indexes. You could buy any of these today and get paid on Friday. So X date 10/16, pay date 10/17. And we got S&P 500 coverage. Ticket XDTE is 0.212182 per share. So 21 cents on this one. Ticker QDTE for NASDAQ coverage is 0.204230 per share. 20 cents on that one. And then a Russell 2000 coverage, ticker RDTE, is 0.226984 per share. So, okay, these are also pretty good. That is Roundhill indexes. And now, what do we need now? We need Defiance index. Did we get that? No. Might have to give that to you on a Friday. Only thing we got from Defiance was the leverage one and the biweekly. So yeah, that's missing. Okay, let's look at what we could possibly buy today. Let's check out how much is Hui, because Hui is $5.95 or something like that. I can't remember what it is. 5,000 something per share. HOOY. $5. Oh, okay, it went up. I guess everybody realized now that it's $5. So pre-market is up $2 already for the day. It's high, 74.54. But yeah, I mean, obviously you gotta know that's not gonna be your weekly payment. That is stored up money, like they said on the bottom. That's 3 or 4 weeks worth of stuff, depending on what group who he's in. I can't remember right now, but it's 3 or 4 weeks worth of trades in it to get $5.95. So $5 and something cents. I can't remember what it is. What is it again? $5 and something. How much is it? It's so long. $5.94. $5.94 this week, and that is um $74 so far. By the time the market opens at 9:30, it could go up another dollar. I don't know. That's $5.94 for the week here on that one. Another one that's doing good is HIYY. How much is that going for? HIYY. Hymns. Okay, that's cheaper. 47.99, and that's paying you $2.06. Gamey is paying you $2.23. How much is that going for? GMEY. GMEY. All right, that's $50. Up $1.25 today. Ugh, should got that yesterday, huh? All right. Didn't know what it was gonna pay though, so you just didn't know. What else is good? So we got $2, $2, $5. Anything up? DraftKings is $1.53. Carvana is $1.33. AMD is 95 cents. How much is AMD? AMD's been out for a while. AMDY. How much is that? That might be a good pickup. AMD in general is doing really good. AMDY, 95 cents. Ooh, it's cheap. All right, $10.12. It was only $9 yesterday. $9 and change. So yeah, this could be one to pick up. Get 95 cents on these bad boys. It's only $10. I put that down on my list. I might have to pick that up. AMDY might be a good buy today. We found a good deal. All right, so that's 95 cents. What else we got here? Circo is $2.47. How much is that going for? CRCO. That's one of the new ones. CRCO. CRCO. This thing is super volatile. It might be good. It's really volatile. Nobody did a pre-market on this one, but at $49. It came out at $50. It didn't drop as that much since it came out, I guess. Only went down to 47. Highest 57. Started at 50, so all right. Nobody really got into that. $2.47 on that one. DraftKings. We did those. We did those. $5.94 on Hui. Robele, $1.05. RDYY, $1.42. SMCY just paid you and it still paid you 80 cents. Let me see how much this is going for. SMCY. SMCY. 1682. That's not as good of a deal as AMD, but yeah, it's still decent. Yeah, considering you just got paid just now and you're getting paid 80 cents again. Not bad. All right. What else we got in here? Winter's $1.46. Winter might be cheap. I think it was almost 30 some dollars. It was down. Winter, winter, winter. Whoops. I'm actually trying to winter. $30. Yeah, $30 for the short on MicroStrategy, $1.46. Misty did pay you 60 cents. Let's see what Misty's going for. Misty. Oh, okay, it's going back up. Thank God. Some people need to buy this. It's paying you 60 cents. I have a lot of these. People need to buy this. This is depressing when the security is down in my portfolio. Very depressing. So yeah, pick this up 60 cents this week. If they could keep that up, this stock will move again. I don't know if they could keep that up though. Hopefully, who knows? So that's all right. That was it. That was all the good ones in there. That was it. Again, you can still buy any of these today and get paid on Friday. Got 42 options of stuff to look at. But I probably will be picking up AMD. That's what I see as a good buy. And it's 125%. This is a good buy this week. And I have some already anyway. I'm just picking up some more. So yeah, that's a good buy for me this week. I'm missing Defiance. This video might be really, really long. We had a lot of stuff to go through, so I'm not going to talk anymore. But I will show you the sheet, which is the weekly payer list. So yeah, 105 weekly payers now that we have all of these 42 um, Yilmax Group 2 payments now, and one biweekly pay, which is a green one, and then this new Feet and 5e, which didn't pay. So they could have left this with the target 12 if they couldn't figure out how to pay you every week. Why put it on a weekly payer? You know what I'm saying? I don't see why you would have a zero payment on something. At least give a penny or something. Like why make it weekly if you didn't pay anything at all? So I don't know. If somebody knows, I didn't see anything written on there. Maybe I bypassed it. It was a lot of stuff. I didn't see anything written there why they didn't pay you anything on Feed and 5e this week. So let me know if you know. Again, this is the Bluayado channel. Have a good trading day. I'll be trading some stuff. We get paid every week now on Yilmax. Yay, us. All right, see you next time. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, guys.